What's going on, y'all? What it is? So let's go ahead and slide on this topic, and I want to talk about this issue that's brewing between Wack 100 and Fat Joe. So ever since Big Pun passed away back on February the 7th, 2000, there's been some controversy and discrepancies in regards to the royalties that should have been paid to Big Pun's family, in particular his wife and kids. Now, Fat Joe has been on record numerous times stating that he did right by Big Pun when Big Pun passed away, and that he actually cut Big Pun's wife Liza $1 million check. But Liza said that's a lie. The kids were throwing tomatoes at Fat Joe, saying that that's a lie as well. And so basically Liza is stating that when it comes down to royalties and that she has the paperwork that's actually solidifying her position, and it concludes that Fat Joe actually owes Liza $2.3 million in back royalties. Now, just like I previously said, Liza is claiming that she hasn't seen a dime of it, right? And so it seems as though Liza has reached out to Wack 100 for help. I believe that it sounds as though that Wack 100 is giving her a platform to tell her story and what actually happened. So Wack 100 was on Clubhouse talking about this situation, right? So I want to play you guys what Wack 100 had to say about Fat Joe and his shady dealings, and then I'll be right back.
Looked out for New York and got the Big Pun deal done. With New York was blocking that lady. Y'all had a homeless up. Nobody had no money.
Oh, hold on. You talking about his baby mother?
Oh, my mom, I just did her deal.
Yeah. Damn, you don't go over a lot of people. A lot of people gonna be upset.
I just did Elijah's deal. It's locked and cocked. It's done.
Man, you said you cool with
Fat Joe been blocking everybody.
You said you cool with Pistol Pete from Terror Squad.
I'm cool with Pistol Pete and Joe. I call Joe right now. Yeah, you know.
You know they don't with them people. That's what I'm saying.
It don't matter. That's that man's wife and his children, bro. That's that man's story. Stop blocking them and let them people. The people was homeless. What kind of is you? That man is dead, bro. You robbed him for $4 million already. I seen the works. $4 million you never gave his wife and kids. None of his 30% cut. 1.2 million should have went to his wife and kids. They was homeless in a homeless shelter. When you New York niggas gonna stand for what's right.
I think a lot of people don't know the details of that shit.
Alright, so you guys just heard what Wack 100 had to say about the situation. Basically, he was talking greasy about Fat Joe, pointing out the fact that Big Pun's family had to go to a homeless shelter because Fat Joe wasn't cutting the check. And also Wack 100 alluded to the fact that he's seen the paperwork, and the paperwork seems to be legit, and that Fat Joe has been stealing from Big Pun for years. And basically he called out New York for not standing behind Liza when she came forth with these claims, but you heard dudes say that they didn't know what was really going on, so they elected to stay out of it. Now, after Wack 100 said all of this on Clubhouse, about 5 minutes later, it seems as though he changed his tune. Now, I'm wondering, did Fat Joe reach out to him? Did Fat Joe people reach out to him? Because he seems as though he was shook and he was trying to profusely tell the public, right? Tell his fans that there's no issues between him and Joe. He was just trying to help out Big Pun's wife and things of that nature. I want you guys to check this out, and then I'll be right back.
A lot going on about this Big Pun situation. Wack standing up to Fat Joe. I've never had a conversation with Fat Joe about Big Pun and business of Big Pun or nothing like that. Last time I seen Fat Joe, we was at Prime 112, 25 deep, and he covered the whole bill. You know, that's Game's friend. He been my friend. Shout out to Cool and Drake. So whatever was going on prior to, I wasn't privy to that knowledge. What I do know is Big Pun's wife came to see me, Liza, told me she was looking for a situation that would be healthy for her. You know, Big Pun, I feel like it's part of the culture. Like, it's Big Pun. His story needs to be told. You know what I mean? So what I did do was line up a situation that was healthy for her, something that would happen. I reached out to my people, my team. They pushed the button and they greenlit the project. So there's definitely a Big Pun series coming. I just want to kill the narrative like it was some type of issue with Wack and Big Pun, and Wack and Fat Joe behind Big Pun. Fat Joe ain't never mentioned to me he got an issue with Pun or issue with nobody. And as far as I'm concerned, he want to see Pun win and his family win. You know, the Fat Joe I know. So let's kill that narrative. Fat Joe's a friend of mine. He might be out here. Fat Joe wrote a lot. He might be wrote a lot. I run into him out here somewhere. But nevertheless, long story short, let's kill the narrative that Wack stood up to Fat Joe. Shout out to Fat Joe, the whole KAR family over there. You know, they know who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? It ain't that type of situation. Y'all kill it. West up. Big Pun series coming soon.
Alright, so you heard what Wack had to say about the situation. Now, like I previously stated, he did change his tune in what he initially said about Fat Joe and about how he felt about the situation. And I believe what he said first is what he actually believes. Now, I'm assuming that Fat Joe or his people reached out to Wack 100 and whatever was said propelled Wack 100 to take to Instagram and to put out a video almost damn near apologizing. Now, when it comes to Fat Joe and Big Pun's relationship, I do believe that they were tight, but I don't believe they were tight enough for him to do right by Big Pun's family. So do I believe that Fat Joe stiffed Big Pun's family out of some money? I absolutely do. Now, in regards to the situation with Wack 100 and Fat Joe, I don't have a dog in this fight. To me, they would just be two snakes hissing at one another. But I will say again, it's just particularly odd to me that Wack 100 didn't stand on what he said, you know, because normally when he says something, he do stand on it. I have to give him some props there. But anyway, I'm gonna draw the line here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this entire situation. Do you think that Fat Joe is guilty of stealing from Big Pun and Big Pun's family? Let a brother know, alright? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.